we have truck number 13. And the guys say they'll just keep going till it's done because concrete gets hard and doesn't wait while you have lunch. They're going to be hungry when they're done. Look at that beautiful, smooth work. It's really amazing watching them work. So truck number 13, they're all 10-yard trucks. And there's a lot of mud poured at the Hideout. Every man here is really hustling. Even Mr. Stanley. Look at him, he's shoveling the spilled stuff into the forms. Oh, I see. From the footings. We're going to go up top now. Rinsing the mud off their boots. Mud, concrete. So again, this is the this is all these forms, the tall forms and the stem walls, which is the short forms that are being poured. This is all basement area downstairs, right where Stan is standing. Stan is in the white t-shirt. That's going to be a one-bay garage door there, and so we'll have access to park cars under the house. This is just going to be a big unfinished open basement, and then in the bay, which is just beyond where Stan is standing, that first bay, that's going to be a bathroom down in the basement, and then the rest of the area will just be all wide open. Now on the main living floor of the house, that bay closest to us is going to be a small sitting area in the master bedroom, and the area closest to us by that small stem wall that you see across there, it's going to be the master closet and the master bathroom. The straight area that you see the man in the dark blue shirt in upstairs on the main living floor will be the living room, and then the formal dining in the front entry. And beyond that, the second bay will be the kitchen dining area, and then the kitchen will be behind it, and there'll be a hallway that goes to a kind of like a side door. There'll be 2 bedrooms beyond with another bathroom. Okay, back on top now up the slope. This is a 2-car garage, and then that area right there is an area where there'll be a door that goes into a hallway where there's the laundry room and a half bath, and it goes into the kitchen. Right there in front of me is just adjacent the living room, which will be on the other side with the deck. That's the formal dining area. That will be the front entry. The area that's canted out will be actually a closet where our guests will be able to go in and sit in a little window seat and take off their shoes. It's going to be in their shoes house. And then beyond that, this is where the stairway down to the basement will be, in the hallway to the master suite. The top of the form walls is actually the floor level of the main floor of the house, which is where the actual living space will be, with basement down below. Behind the garage is where the 3rd bedroom is and a bathroom, and then in this area is where the 2nd bedroom is. So we built it backwards because we want the deck to be facing west, which is the sunset. We get really pretty sunsets that are filtered by the trees, so you're not getting cooked. And it'll be a big covered deck. So the floor is actually going to be even with the floor of Stan's shop. Be on the same level. So now I'm on the south side of this lot, pretty much south, kind of south and east, but this area right here is the 3rd bedroom. The knockout is where the bathroom will be, and then the 2nd bedroom beyond that. So as you can kind of tell, the house is a slight L shape, kind of a lazy L shape, and we kind of situated it, and Stan and I made this design for this house, and we situated it so that from every room you're going to get a little bit of a view. And again, the views are filtered through the trees, which we like real well. In between those 2 bays, that's one of the concrete trucks leaving Tootin' Horn. In between these two bays, that the straight area that you see is the living room, and there will be a 10-foot wide window and sliding glass door in the main living area, and it will go out to a covered deck where the roof line of the house will extend out to make a nice covered deck to sit out on and enjoy the beautiful views and wave to our neighbors. So the crane is folding up. It looks like he's done with his work. And the 13th concrete truck has just left the property. And now the boys will continue to do all their finish work. Pretty impressive watching these guys, how well they know their equipment. So he's pulling up that big leveling foot. Keeps the rig from tipping over. Pretty cool stuff. Just to look at the tops of these form walls. And this extends out, and it'll actually be a retaining wall outside the home that holds back this hill, and there's going to be a lot of fill going in. As you can see, we have a slightly sloped lot, and we wanted to tuck the house into the earth so that the basement will stay nice and cool. So that the tallest wall there will be all filled in, and it will have all earth up against it. It's going to have moisture seal and gravel for airflow behind it, and there's all kinds of engineering that goes into building a wall like that. It's pretty interesting seeing all the plans. Okay, so the crane concrete pumper is backing out now. It's amazing how these guys can get these big vehicles into these tight spaces. Now he'll also be cleaning his rig before he leaves. He's just getting off the work site, and I guess he's probably got his own water on board just like the concrete trucks do. And close to the top of those forms, right over there where you see that top of that, that's going to be the level of the garage slab. So I think they dumped additional concrete from the last truck into this area here, because that would be a little bit less gravel and make a little bit more even slope that they put. Oh, there'll be underneath all your flat work, you put in like 4 inches of gravel for airflow. And keeps it cool, and also acts as French drain, which will be installed piping for French drains to keep water out from underneath the house. So where I'm standing is approximately the same as the floor level as the main living floor will be, which is the top of those forms. And so this is the filter view that we'll get through the trees. Right now all the oaks are plenty leafed out, but you can barely see the ridge line through the trees. I don't know if you can see it on this film or not. And then going off to the side, that'll be the view from the master bedroom. And then when you go off to the south, the trees are pretty dense, but in the fall when the leaves go off, you get a little bit more of an extension of the ridge line. So the other 2 bedrooms will enjoy this view. And there's the driveway coming up. And then that big pile of dirt, of course, will go away. It will be used for fill in all this area to make my front yard, and some of it will just be spread out. on the rest of our property. All right, well that's it. The big day of the concrete pour. And next will be the slabs in a few days. I guess tomorrow or the next day they'll start taking down all this formwood so that the concrete can cure. It's really a pretty day today, about 75 degrees, so it was a good day, not too hot for pouring concrete. And hopefully we'll have a nice next couple of days, won't get quite so hot as is predicted, so that the concrete will be able to set up slowly and cure in cooler temps.